Good afternoon, everybody. Kindly unmute yourself so that I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
You people can hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So, how are you people?
Doing well.
You know what is this session for? What is the title of this session?
Business etiquettes.
Business etiquettes. Very good. Who is this?
Madhav.
Madhav. Okay. See, I want this session to be interactive one. If you have any queries, you can raise your hand and you can unmute yourself. But we'll be having we'll be having an interactive session because business etiquettes is all about interaction, I guess. First, we need to interact with each other. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So may I start my session now, or should I wait for more people to come in?
Ma'am, there are people about to come.
So should I wait for another 2 minutes?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
ma'am. Ma'am, like that class is still going on. Ma'am, but I've
The
stopped
last class is still going on.
Yeah, ma'am. So I've asked them to like exit out of the class because ma'am is waiting. They're
Okay,
leaving that.
okay, okay. Who is this?
Ma'am, Kamaldeep.
Kamal.
Actually, I'm a volunteer, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So I'll start my session. We'll interact first, and then and other students can add on. And in the meantime, fine. So welcome all of you to the BVIMR family. I'll start with my introduction first, and then we can interact more. I am Neha Guliani, and I am having 14 plus of teaching experience. I am BTech, MTech, and pursuing PhD. I'll be teaching you career and life skills and environmental science. I take soft skills as well, and proficiency and literary classes as well. So hope to see you soon. How are you finding out this college?
Nice, ma'am.
Nice, very interactive, very nice teachers.
Yes, ma'am.
This college is really good, and you people are blessed with very nice teachers, I'll say. And I hope you will study hard and you will work hard. You people will be having 3 CS in your sessions plus assignments so that we can check out your capabilities. So can I ask you, as you know, this session is all about business etiquettes and grooming. What are your expectations from this session?
Something knowing about business, managing business, planning to set up
Managing business. Okay.
planning to set up a new business like startups.
Okay, very good. Who is this?
Madhav again.
Okay, Madhav Mittal. Okay, very good.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everybody. So, what are your expectations from this session? Come up with your ideas. One by one.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ma'am, your mic is off.
Ma'am, you are muted.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good
Please
afternoon. You people can see me? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So I was asking you that what are your expectations from this lecture? Kindly discuss. Kindly interact so that we'll have a, in this session we need to interact with each other. That's more important, I guess.
Yes, ma'am. It's basically about business etiquettes.
Okay. Yes.
And also about ma'am grooming and all.
Okay. So
How
that's the
to
title of the session.
The mold of the personality, that how to perform in the business.
Yes.
Ma'am, basically the business etiquettes, how to deal.
Okay.
The basic etiquettes.
The basic.
Personality to
This session is
pursue a
about the
business.
do's and don'ts about the business.
Yes.
Mostly
Yes.
the
Very nice.
knowledge.
Who is this?
Ma'am Yajvan.
Yashvin. Very, very true, actually. And
On the basic knowledge.
Personal appearance and
Deal.
everything.
Okay. Okay. The basic knowledge.
Personality, appearance.
The
How to deal
personality.
with clients and stuff.
Very good. Very good. Ananya. Okay.
Ma'am, how we have to carry ourselves in business.
Very good. Very good. The, dressing etiquettes,
Body language.
the body language. It's
On
really
the
important.
way of speaking.
The way of speaking. Very
That
nice.
you must
Very
be
nice.
that much
Way of
Time schedule
communication.
and
Way
punctuality.
of communication. Very good.
Ma'am, time schedule and punctuality.
Time schedule and punctuality. Very good.
Patience also.
Patience also.
Required
It's really
carry a
Concentration level.
patience and politeness.
Authenticity, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Very
And
nice.
how
Very
do you
nice.
conduct them?
I am blessed to have so many good students with us, so that we'll be having a very fruitful session, I guess. Hope to have such a nice session. Okay, I'm starting with my slides now. Should I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
So business etiquettes and grooming. First of all, I need to tell you that it's all about business etiquettes is all about having, besides your technical skills, you must have the kind of skills or the kind of, the aptitude, the kind of body language, the kind of communication skills. All this consists of etiquettes, basically. So besides your technical education, you need to have these stuffs as well. And nobody is, these are not the inborn traits. Nobody is, blessed at the time of birth with all these kind of traits. These are the qualities and characteristics which can be developed or enhanced from time to time. Wherever you feel like now your people are, you're thinking of going into business, you must know all the etiquettes. You must have one sort of a personality. You must know all the manners. You must know what are the ethics of business, so that you can, come out in a very, glowing colors, Okay. As it creates a professional, mutually respectful atmosphere and improves communication, which helps an office serve as a productive place. May I know why business etiquettes? What you people think? Why business etiquettes are important? Why it is needed?
For a sustainable business. Long-term business.
And also
What do you
for
mean by
smoothness.
sustainable business?
Long-term business.
Long-term
Not for
business. Okay,
not
very
for
nice.
2-3 years.
Very nice.
Ma'am, as a
Because
logist,
to start a
what
business is
Ma'am,
an
for
important
the
thing, and to
mutually
carry on a business.
respectful atmosphere.
Ma'am, how to present
No.
ourselves and our
One
business.
by one, so that I can explain your points, so that everybody can get all the points. Somebody told us that for a sustainable business, for starting a business is a different point, and for a sustainable business to sustain for years, actually, for the growth to develop and to gain profit. So all these kind of stuff, business etiquettes. Next was
Ma'am.
Mutually respectful atmosphere. It creates a mutually respectful atmosphere.
Yes, to create a respectful atmosphere. Very nice, very nice. And
And
more
also, ma'am, for the
To create a professionalism with your
smoothness of
customer.
the business.
for the smoothness of the business. Okay,
And
next.
create a
Ma'am, but if we
professional
take
and
it as in a
a
personal, it is just for
One by one, bache, one by one.
to create a better and a professional relationship with the customer.
Very nice. To create a very healthy relationship between our colleagues and the customers. Okay, very nice. Next.
Ma'am,
Be a
the
great
environment
data.
NXT.
is not.
Huh?
Ma'am, as the law says, what we will give, we will get that. If we put
Yeah.
good inputs in our business, we will get good outputs also.
Very nice, very nice. So if you respect others, then only you will get the respect. If you spread love, then only you will get love. If you spread, respect, then only you will get the respect, isn't it? Very nice, very nice. Who is this?
Ma'am,
I'm
ma'am, it
Suchil
is
Agarwal.
also important.
Okay. Is
Ma'am, it is
important.
also important so that there is name and fame of the business in the market.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Next.
Ma'am, for making goodwill of business.
For the goodwill of the business. Very nice, very nice. And
Reputation of the companies.
reputation of the companies. These are the after effects, like why business etiquettes are needed. So now we are here precisely talking about the business. Okay, fine. Next.
Impression.
For a good impression. Okay, no doubt. So, as it creates a professional, mutually respectful atmosphere, when we give respect to our seniors, to our colleagues, and improves communication, when we, add on the communication skills, the soft skills which are needed, if we are inclined towards the etiquettes, if we are inclined towards the, towards the improvement and the quality of the communication, that will help us to create a productive place, isn't it? So in short, that will help us in the growth of the business. People feel better about their jobs when they feel respected, and that translates into better customers relationships as well. See, to create a relationship, you need to nurture that basically. So if you add on love, politeness, patience, respect, all these kind of aspects into it, then only the relationship will flourish. So that etiquette sort of a thing is needed for building up that sort of a customer relationship. It builds strong relationship when you add on politeness, when you add on respect to it. It promotes positive atmosphere, because these things, respect and love and politeness and humbleness, the courtesy, all these kind of things create a positive atmosphere, and that sort of a positive atmosphere help us to bring out the best in ourselves. That gives, if we have technical knowledge and plus we have all these kind of aspects of business etiquettes as well, we are confident with our soft skills, we know how to deal with our colleagues, we know how to deal with the seniors, we know all the manners, we know all the values, we know each and everything. So that will come out in our personality, that will be reflected with confidence in our personality. So that basically enhances and improves our confidence. And when we have a positive attitude in our mind, that we need not to have an aggression sort of a thing.
Excuse me.
And
Hello.
yeah.
Ma'am, I'm really sorry to interrupt you, but it's been like 3 times someone is removing me and 4 more students also.
Okay, just a second, just a second. Um,
Excuse me, ma'am.
Make Bhavuk the presenter. Ma'am, he is the volunteer with us. Ma'am, he is like in duty to admit all the people
where
who are
is the
waiting.
volunteer?
Actually,
Who is the volunteer?
ma'am, Ma'am, Bhavuk is a volunteer for this admitting all the students. Actually, ma'am, there are all the presenters in the group. So someone we don't know who's the guy who's removing other people. So ma'am, you can make Bhavuk
Where
the
is the
presenter.
volunteer? Can you please
Bhavuk.
anybody call him?
Ma'am, make Bhavuk the presenter, ma'am.
मैम एक्चुअली भावुक को किसी ने बाहर कर दिया है.
यस मैम, मैंने वही
एक
देखा अभी.
सेकंड, किसी को ये पता है मीटिंग ऑप्शंस कहाँ से आते हैं? Do anybody know about it?
पार्टिसिपेंट पे जाके कर सकते हो आप, प्रेजेंटर बना सकते हो.
हाँ,
शो पार्टिसिपेंट्स पे जाके मैम बना सकते हो आप प्रेजेंटर.
Sorry to interrupt again, ma'am. Someone is seriously removing us again and again, and we are the volunteers, ma'am. It will affect our attendance.
yes, I am doing it. Just give me a second. Just a second.
Ma'am, make Bhavuk, Khushi or me the presenter, ma'am.
Yes, you can make what's his name, Kamaldeep.
Oh, no one is audible, I guess.
मैंने लीव कर दिया क्या?
अरे
No one
यार
is audible.
कौन सा बच्चा निकाल रहा है?
मैम ही
निकाल
को
दिया
डाल
गया है
दिया
किसी ने.
No
अरे यार
way.
कैसे बच्चे हैं यार.
Any one of you
कौन
are
कर रहा है भाई ये?
doing this? We don't know the name.
इतने चमन बच्चे हैं भाई.
फिर बाद में पता चला कि कौन कर रहा है, फिर बहुत बेइज्जती हो गई उसकी.
मुझे भी वो कर दिया,
मत करो
बाहर निकाल दिया.
भाई, मत करो यार
हम
प्लीज.
वॉलंटियर्स को बार बार बाहर निकाल रहे, एक सेकंड चेक करने दो.
मैं वॉलंटियर नहीं हूँ तब भी निकाल दिया.
अरे एक
अरे वो
सेकंड.
सबको ही निकाल रहा है यार, अनम्यूट भी नहीं कर सकते जो नॉर्मल है.
अरे मैम को ही निकाल दिया किसी ने
ये
बाहर.
जो बाहर निकाल रहा है, भगवान करे तेरे आईपी में अच्छे मार्क्स ना आए.
I don't know
अरे
what's
रिजल्ट तो आ गया आईपी का.
Wait, please wait एक सेकंड. एक्चुअली मैम, अरे मैम को ही बाहर निकाल दिया.
ओके.
मैम
हाँ
को
जी.
क्यों निकाल दिया?
हाँ जी, I am here.
मैम है.
अब ठीक है? अब there will be no problem.
यस, ओके मैम.
ओके मैम, थैंक यू मैम.
Yeah. Okay. Where were we?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Anji.
Ma'am, you can make me the presenter, so can I allow the student who are waiting in the lobby? I am the volunteer coordinator. Bhavuk
Ma'am,
Virmani.
yes, he is the volunteer ma'am.
अब मैंने changes कर दिए. May I start?
Yes ma'am, yes you can start.
Sure,
Make
ma'am,
sure
sure,
that no one does that.
Because पता है मैं यही करती रहूंगी ना तो
Yeah, it will take time.
Ma'am, yes you can continue. Yes, you can continue.
it will take time, please.
Yes ma'am.
Yeah, sure ma'am.
You people can see the slide?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
You people,
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No man.
No, ma'am.
Okay, just hold on.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Abhi?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it is visible
Yes,
now. Your
ma'am.
screen is visible.
No, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Slides दिख रही है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we were here
Yes,
na?
ma'am.
That it reflects the confidence. Now, when you be polite to others and when you have all the etiquettes and you go on with all the positive attitudes, that it prevents misunderstandings to emerge as well. So now business etiquette refer to those mannerisms a professional is expected to follow business and social situations. One is expected to have, please don't interrupt in between, kindly stop laughing. One is expected to have all these kind of business etiquettes in the following business as well as social situations. Adhering these norms, you can create a professional image. First is when you start with an introduction. Who is this? Can you please stop laughing? First, to introduce your wife, husband, partner, friend in a social group or in a meeting. It's rude to uncle to keep your partner unintroduced while you indulge in deep conversation. It's unfair also to your partner who will feel left out. See, nobody should feel left out. When you are in a deep conversation, you still introduction matters a lot. This shows how much etiquettes you have. So you must not forget to introduce the person who is with you to the other person. Actually, you must speak a common language, and which is the official language, like that is known to all. Actually, you must not concentrate on a particular group of people or a particular person. The language should be official, which is understood by all. In large groups, you need to address to all. Actually, do not indulge in a smart chat with the person sitting next to you. As in, for example, sometimes class is also going on, and when the class is going on, you must concentrate on the class itself, rather than chatting or doing something on your mobile or something like that. Like same goes on in a business meetings as well. You must concentrate on the meeting. You must not indulge in small chats with the person sitting next to you, or doing something on the mobile, or chatting, or doing something or the other things. That gives a very bad impression. Actually, do not chew gum or eat something while everybody is involved in some serious discussion. For example, some sort of a discussion is going on, and you must not eat something or chew something. That gives a very bad impression on others, as if this shows you are not bothered to hear or something. So you must not do that. You must not interrupt the speaker as well. You can, if you want to ask something, if you want to discuss something, you can just seek a permission, or you may say in a very polite manner that may I ask you something, or may I interrupt you, aise wala. But you must not interrupt the speaker in the between of the conversation, as in it doesn't give a very nice impression of yours. You must not monopolize the discussion. You should not seek for the limelight or for the center stage. As in, like sometimes, like you people know about the interviews. Actually, when the interview, we have a group discussion session in interviews as well. So in group discussion, you people are given a topic to discuss on, and on that topic you need to discuss your own points and your own point of view. So some people think that speaking it louder way can bring the limelight, can bring the discussion, they can be in limelight, and they'll be selected. It's not like that. You need to have a very balanced sort of your impression. Actually, for creating that, you must be very polite. That politeness bring out a very balanced state of mind of yours. And you need to ask for a permission when you want to make your point. Either you are agreeing with somebody or you are disagreeing with somebody, you know. And sometimes what happens that you just want that whole of the discussion to go around you, like you just want to be the center of interaction, or you just need to have that center stage sort of a thing. You need not to do that. Actually, you must, you know, bring out your own points, and you must start the conversation in a very polite manner that yes, that person made that point, I agree with him, but yes, I don't agree with her. This gives a very, you know, a very nice impression of yours, and it gives that sort of an attitude that you are a good listener as well. As in you discuss both the points of both of them, and yeah.
Ma'am, really sorry, I'm interrupting you. Ma'am, ma'am, there are at least 5 or 6 students waiting in the lobby. Please add them.
Okay. Is it fine?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Vijay. So I was there that you need not to seek for the center stage there. You should start your conversation making a point that you are a good listener as well, so that other person can get that. You must start like that, that yes, I agree with his point, but I don't agree with her point, for example. So this shows that you are a good listener as well. You have listened to both the person's point, and now you are making your own point. So this is a very polite manner. You need not to be aggressive at that moment that he is wrong or she is right. Your aggression can bring out a very bad impression of yours. You need, this is etiquette. You know, you should be very polite, and you need not to be aggressive at that point. And if you are making that sort of a monopolize this discussion, so that is making a very bad impression of yours, that they don't want leaders in their companies. They want a very balanced personality who is having the politeness, the patience, and the right attitude as well. Got my point? So that's very important. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Give chance to all. You must give chance to everybody to speak. Like, it's not that situation going on that if you will speak everything, so then you will be selected. Like, I'm taking an example of group discussions for the interviews. So it's not like that you have to utter each and every point and then you will be selected. It's not like that. They also see that is you have got the capabilities to work with the team as well or not. Are you a team, sort of a team working person or not? So that is, if you can work in team, so that means, you know, you will give chance to each and every person to speak and come up with their own ideas and points. You need not to say all. It's not needed. Fine. You need to motivate silent people. You know, you must say something, and that sort of an attitude. You should not come up with, I'll say everything. This is a very bad impression sort of thing. Fine. If invited for a business meeting and you choose not to attend it, inform in advance. See, these are the manners. These are the etiquettes. If you have been invited for a meeting and now you are invited and you don't want to go for a meeting. So there's a way. If you don't reply, if you don't, reply to the mail or the invite you have got, that ignorance gives a very bad impression of yours. That creates a negative impact. That as in you are not bothered for that invitation. So you must, even if you don't want to go, you must inform. You must reply back. See, there's a very courteous way to say all these kind of aspects. You don't want to go, that's completely fine. But yes, you can write down a mail regarding like, thank you for your invitation, but due to some of the reasons, I can't go. I can't come for the meeting. You got my point, that there's a way, if even though you are not going there, if you are informing, that's a very courteous way. That's a very etiquette sort of a thing, which is required. These are the few things which really which is really needed to enhance your personality, to how to move in business, how to tackle each and everything. Avoid taking of ideas in discussion on politics and religion or any sensitive issue. See, sometimes a kind of discussion is going on, and politics and religion are those sensitive issues you must not indulge into it. There are so many issues which are quite sensitive, but being coming out with an aggressive sort of an attitude, or that could be, hurt somebody's feelings or somebody's ideas or something, like, you must not indulge in that. Refuse to do anything unethical, even if your higher authorities persuade you to do so. It's difficult to refuse initially, but once you do it, in the long run, even your higher authorities will respect you for your integrity. See, sometimes what happens is people do test you as well. You have just joined a very new company, and that was your dream company, and you just joined that, and your seniors are saying you to do something unethical. Maybe they are testing you. Maybe your higher authorities are testing you. What kind of ethics you have? You only talk, or do you have the things inculcated in your personalities also? So sometimes people do test you also, and sometimes maybe you come across the unethical roads as well. So it's up to you actually, what kind of a road you want to go and what kind of a reputation you want to build of yours. So do not do anything unethical ever in your life. Firstly, maybe it's difficult, to say no to few things. You may face the consequences initially, but in the long run, you'll see that you have gained that sort of a respect, and people know that this person will never do such an unethical job or unethical thing. So that will be benefited in the future. Do not share any confidential matters with others, including your most trusty partner, your wife, your husband, boyfriend, or girlfriend. See, confidential matters are something like which is very, very important for a company, and which is always shared with the most trustworthy people actually. So if you are into some of the, if you are in a meeting, or if you are in some of the things where the confidential things are revealed, and you must not you must never share all those kind of matters with anybody, because that's quite you are quite trusted actually. So you must not do that. Do not say bad things about your company boss, even you are drunk, or even when you have left the company. See, if you have left the company or you are in the company, in both the matters, you must never say bad things about your company, because people may judge you in that aspect. If you are working in a company and you are blaming the authorities or saying some of the bad things about that company, where you are inside right now. So what kind of a person you are, and even if you have left the company and then you are saying bad things about the company, maybe you can say bad things about the company which you are in right now as well. So that doesn't give a very good personality trait of yours. And creating or saying those kind of things, that I was drunk and that were on that day, so I said so many things, and then these are just the silly excuses, and you must not go into it actually. Share your personal details to the minimum required. Sharing intimate details can often cause embarrassment and humiliation. Intimate details can be used emotionally blackmail you and make you reveal company secrets. You must not indulge in sharing, your personal details to anybody in your professional matters, because that too can be emotional blackmail, and can create some or the other problem that will never benefit you in any of the matters, and one must not indulge into it.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Vijay?
Sorry to interrupt you. Ma'am, there are a lot of students waiting in lobby. Can you admit them?
I guess there are 3 students only.
Yeah, ma'am.
अच्छा, कोई बात नहीं बच्चे, ठीक है, कर दिया मैंने, ठीक है, बल्कि मुझे याद दिलाते रहो बेशक, कोई बात नहीं, मैं एक्चुअली थोड़ा अपने में कंसंट्रेशन में हो जाती हूँ, तो आप यू कैन एनी टाइम यू कैन से मी. थैंक यू सो मच.
Ma'am, actually I'm a volunteer coordinator, so can you make me presenter, so I can admit the students? Ma'am, I will not remove anyone from the meeting.
No, I have full trust on you. Can you please guide me how to make it?
Ma'am, you can see my name there on the list.
On the just a sec.
Ma'am, you can type my name there on this side.
What's your name?
Bhavuk, Bhavuk. Yeah, ma'am. Bhavuk Virmani, the second one. Ma'am, it's Bhavuk. Bhavuk. BHA.
Ma'am, just right. Ma'am, the second one.
Second one, ma'am. Second one. Yes, ma'am. Second one. Yes.
इस पे right click करके करना है?
Yes, ma'am. You can click there and you can make me presenter.
मैंने click तो किया है.
Leave, ma'am. I will tell you when there are students waiting in lobby. I will tell you, ma'am.
हैंड रेस कर देना, टॉप पे आ जाएगा.
Can you see the slides, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So I was here. Okay, I'll carry on. Don't beat around the bush while talking in official meetings. Talk to the point. That's really important. That you are quite clear about what you want and what you are talking actually. That gives out a sense of confidence. And if you are confident, then other people can rely on you. So you must not beat around the bush, making on different sort of things or making different points. You just come to the point, stay to the point, and talk to the point. That's really important. How much you are clear about your point. When you are clear, then you can make other people to so that they are clear. They can be clear. Don't be ambiguous. Be clear, lucid, and precise in communication. You should be quite precise because there's always lack of time, and time is money. So there's nobody nobody wants talking from here and there and talking around the bush and not making it precise. It's precise and sweet. That's really important. Be courteous, polite, and respectful all the time. Keep smiling. Exhibit cheerfulness. Use frequently sorry, please, and thank you. See, these are the 3 golden words in etiquette. Sorry, please, and thank you. These are the three magical words which always works wonders actually. So you need to be always like that. Be polite and courteous. You give respect to the seniors and your colleagues. Everybody will like you. And always use in your conversation these three magical words. You will be very, very happy after that. Be courteous, and politeness always works. So, and always be smiling. That's also very important. Always request, even if you are at the superior position, use may I. See, when you give respect, then only you can gain respect. When you give love, then only you can gain love actually. So you must always be humble in that sort, like, may I do this, or may I request you to do this. Even if you are in the senior position, when you gain this in senior position, if you become dominating, and if you just want that, if I want to rule, that sort of thing, that these are the negative aspects. One must not indulge into it. Greet people while meeting. Good morning, sir. When you give respect and you greet in that manner, everybody, your higher officers, all the other persons, everybody like it. However, avoid intimate relationship with anyone in the office, be it your boss or your subordinate. You must not indulge in intimate relationship in your profession. Actually, that's not required. Do not barge without an appointment. If you have an appointment, reach the place before time and report to the receptionist or the secretary. Do not keep the guest waiting. If you have given the appointment, remember to give your business card, and do not insist on business cards from others. Actually, you must always take an appointment, before meeting somebody, or before meeting your senior person, or before meeting anybody which is at the higher level. And if you have an appointment, you must reach before time. And after reaching that place, you must inform, as in you are there. Don't take for granted that yes, you are sitting in the lobby and anybody can see you and can help you out in getting in or something like that. You must report to the receptionist or the concerned person or the secretary that you have reached there and you have an appointment, so that you can meet the required person on time. That comes under etiquette actually. Do not keep the guest waiting. Now you are on the other side of the table. If you have given the appointment, now you must not keep the guest waiting. If you have given the appointment, that will not, you will not gain anything if the other person is waiting. That's the kind of an ego sort of a thing, and you must not do that. You just, if you are not allowing, if you're not making anybody else to wait, that gives a very nice impression about your personality. Remember to give your business card, and do not insist on business card from others. You must always give your business cards, which creates a good impression of yours. But yes, you must, at the same time, you can't ask for the business card from others, and you must not, because, like, for example, your other colleague is a female and she doesn't want to give her number or your email ID or something like. That's completely fine. You must not insist anybody else for giving out the business cards as well. Use win-win approach in conversations. You are right, but I am not wrong. Always be assertive and never be aggressive. See, you must never be aggressive. Don't bring that ego sort of a thing, or as I was telling you, that win-win sort of a thing. It's not required that you should be aggressive at that moment. You can be very polite and in a very courteous manner. You can say that you are right, but I am also not wrong. We are just having a different point of view, and maybe this is right. This is right as well. So you can go in a very polite manner. There's no need to be aggressive, and aggressiveness always creates a negative impression of yours. That gives a very, as if you don't have a patience and you're not polite at all. You need not to have that sort of behavior, and you need not to create that sort of a personality of yours. Praise your employees, colleagues, and public. Be criticized, but criticize them in private. See, everybody like to be praised actually, and if you praise your employees and colleagues in front of others in public, that will raise their confidence, and that was also benefited for your company's growth and for the healthy relationship between you and your colleagues or employees. So by creating that, you are gaining, we are allowing them to gain the confidence and to work harder, and so that will give out a positive outcome basically. That's a positive thing. But if at the same time you criticize them in front of people, so that will give a very negative impression, and that will, you know, create a negative aggression sort of a thing, and maybe that could harm somebody, or you know, that could come out with a negative impact. You must never criticize anybody in front of anybody, or if you want to make some of the remarks, and if you want to reprimand them if you want to reprimand them, then you must do that thing in private or between two people, which is which is not negative. You're just making the kind of remark.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hanji.
Ma'am, admit the student, please. Thank you.
Hanji. So now you can see the slides now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bache. Now I'm talking more precisely towards office etiquette. Rise and stand when superior enters your office. Show difference of walking to the door quickly to open for superiors. Avoid voicing a strong contrary opinion in the presence of third parties or guests. Keep superiors informed at all the times and try to work with them. See, there are few etiquettes and few manners. If you show respect to your seniors and to your colleagues as well, that will add on to your personality, and that will give a very positive sort of an outcome to you. So you must be respectful. That is a very positive values you must have. So and if you keep informed your superiors at all the times and try to work with them, that gives a respectful attitude of yours as well. Plus that will give a sort of a teamwork aspect as well. So that is showing that you are a person who can work in a team as well, with the respectful, attitude of carrying your seniors also with you. So that's a very good thing, and you must do that. Relationship with colleagues: shoulder your fair share of work. Show gratitude and appreciation when they carry your burden. Seek permission before using your colleague positions. Be careful about encouraging confidence of a very thin in between nature from your colleagues actually. So you must have, show gratitude and appreciation when they carry your burden and when they are working with you. And before taking any of the things with them, you must ask for the permission in a very polite manner. So that can enhance the relationship of yours with your colleagues. To discuss something with colleagues, inquire if you can have spare time. Avoid criticizing your colleagues. Never ever do criticizing sort of a thing with any of the persons, even though with your seniors, even though with your colleagues, even though with anybody actually. Criticizing creates a very bad impression, and you must not do that. So you must not indulge any of the negative aspects actually. Relationship with subordinates should be treated with courtesy, given feedback, praise, criticism. Do not undermine their authority over subordinates. Avoid very intimate relationships in order to maintain objectivity. Instructions to all subordinates should be clear and accurate. That's really important. When you are working with your subordinates, when you want to, enhance your relationships with them, you should be clear and accurate, because as if you are guiding them to follow a particular path or to cross a road. So your instructions are very important to them, and if you are clear and accurate with your own perspectives, with your own sort of a thing, then only you can, guide somebody else. And you should be crisp and clear about your work so that the other person can, make out and understand well. Make an appointment before meeting people in their offices. Arrive 15 minutes earlier. On arrival, inform receptionist of your appointment. These are the few etiquettes of making an appointment, basically, which is important, which you will be doing in your day-to-day life after when you enter the business sort of thing. Have a handshake and introduce yourself. Do not sit till host asks. Take a drink if offered. Avoid placing your briefcase on hostess. That's very bad. If you just place your own stuff in front of others' desk, it's very bad. And you should come out with confidence and introduce yourself, as we have seen in the previous slides. We have talked about in your previous slides. That introduction of yours is really important, and that too in a very confident manner. And the kind of body language, the handshake is really important, as in that shows the kind of confidence you carry actually. If you need to borrow a pen or use phone, seek permission. If you host, go out. Avoid reading papers on his desk. On leaving, express your appreciation for the host's time and attention. See, if you want to borrow any of the things of your colleagues as well, you must seek for a permission. May I do this? In a very courteous manner, in a very polite manner. Sometimes what happens is, see, politeness, every time politeness works. I'll give you an example. When I was a student, one of my very aggressive teacher was there, and he gave us the deadline actually to submit the assignment, and that deadline was was too close actually, and I couldn't make that sort of I couldn't make that assignment because I was having lots and lots of other assignments to make, and we were having lack of time, and I wanted to make, but the deadline was too close actually. So even in our class, nobody had that sort of courage to come forward and speak to that teacher, because the teacher was quite aggressive actually. So teacher asked me that day, when he was asking for the assignment, the deadline was there and the submission date. He asked that why have you not submitted the assignment? So I took the courage and I came forward with a very polite manner that I need some time to finish this assignment because of the reason I want to finish, and I want to do in a very I have the possibility to finish this assignment. I want to do it, but I want to do in a very I want to finish up with the quality actually. If I'll do it in a hurry, I can't give you the quality. So I want to do with full of quality, and I want to improve my skills with this. So see how these etiquettes matters, that I am quoting you with this sort of a polite example, that politeness always works. This shows the kind of etiquette you carry and the kind of communication skills you carry actually. That also works a lot. How you are making your point, this is etiquette actually. So that teacher told in front of whole class that I would have never extended the date, but as this student asked me in a very polite manner, and even I want everybody to finish the assignment in a quality sort of an aspect. I don't want say he you just jot the points and give it to me. I don't want in that. And this student asked me in a very polite manner, and in best of his etiquette, so he extended the deadline. So what I am making my point after this example is how you are presenting yourself that too is really important with your communication skills plus your etiquettes. So everything you do that indicates about your personality traits, that indicates about your etiquettes, that indicates about your soft skills, that indicates about what is inside you actually, and which is really important, how you are making it, what you think, how you are making your point actually. So I'll proceed further. Meeting etiquettes we have. That consist of manners. You must not dress up, casually, and you must take care of your dressing sense as well, which is important. And you must come early, as in for you time is important. Then that shows a very good attitude of yours. Choose seat carefully, introduce yourself, be prepared for the meeting. Avoid showing inattention. Inattention always gives the kind of attitude as if you are not bothered in the lecture or in the meeting. So one must not do that. Holding private conversation always gives that sort of an indication. Exhibiting signs of boredom and irritation. And now I'll come to the ending of meeting. Summarize the discussions and the action to be taken. That's really important. The kind of conclusion you are making at the end of the meeting. Give credit to those who made reports and made presentations or contributed in some or the other way. See, as I have told you that your each and every aspect and your each and every etiquette is, is adding on to your personality, what kind of a person you are. Somebody only says that if they are working in a group as well, but they'll say, I made the reports, I made the presentations, I did everything, it's only I. That is not giving a positive impression of yours. That means you don't know how to work actually in group or in a team. So give credit to those who made the reports, who made the presentations, who contributed in the small things. That gives the kind of attitude you have actually, and which is required actually. At the end, stand up, shake hands, as if there are visitors actually, as if you are, greeting them, and you are just making a group work, teamwork work wonders actually. So this is important actually. So now I'll conclude, as I have only a few minutes left. A good business etiquette allows a business to put its best foot forward and can protect business owners and employees from internal and external conflicts by setting a high standard for behavior for all. Business etiquette is a set of standards for behavior in which individuals treat everyone respectfully and display good manners in all interactions. So good business etiquette is a recipe for advancing your career actually. Those who exemplify good business etiquette are proving that they respect their position, job, co-workers, and take their performance seriously. So that means good business etiquettes are really important for the company's growth, for your own growth, for your own personality, for your own enhancement, and keep on improving every time and every movement of your life. That's really important, because if you have that sort of an attitude that you must improve at each and every time of your life, then only you can survive. Be a learner all through your life, and so that you can have an open mind and you can think in a very broader aspect actually. At last, I'll say, acquiring good manners, like cleanliness and order, are not matters of instinct. They are the matters of education. And like most great things, you must cultivate a taste for them. That's by Benjamin Disraeli. Actually, there are so many things which are not actually, there are so many things which are not involuntary actually. And these are the qualities and characteristics like cleanliness and discipline and etiquettes. These are the things which are developed and enhanced in your life. So that must be cultivated throughout your life. And at last, there is no accomplishment so easy to acquire as politeness, and none more profitable. That was George Bernard. This was I have and I have basically throughout my session, I have said these lines. Actually, if somebody has, bothered to think about it, I want to know that what do you understand by this line? Please come up with your ideas. What do you understand by this line? There is no accomplishment so easy to acquire as politeness, and more profitable, and none more profitable. Please come up. What do you understand by this?
It means that sometimes keeping quiet and being silent gives benefit to us also and to organization.
So polite means silent? Politeness means silent? Yajwin?
Being polite can make your work to be done easily.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Hanji? Hanji, और कौन बोलेगा? Please come up with your ideas. Hanji.
Politeness is very easy to acquire.
Yes.
And it's very profitable also.
Yes. So it is very easy to acquire, no doubt. It is the easiest accomplishment one can have. But at the same time, yes, it is so much profitable that nobody can, think of it. Itna profitable hai. As politeness, through politeness, you can acquire each and everything.
Ma'am, politeness is another way bound up with the long-term with the people also.
Very nice. Who's this?
Ma'am, Khushi.
Very good, Khushi. So at last, thank you for your ideas and thank you for the nice session. I hope you felt this session is fruitful to you.
Yes, ma'am.
You like this session?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you
Yes,
so much.
ma'am.
I hope to see you in the classes soon. And this is the book.
Thank you,
for the
ma'am.
further. Thank you, Batre. Thank you so much. I hope you like
Thank
the
you so
session.
much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
And for further reference, you can see
Ma'am,
this
are we
book.
permitted to leave the class so that we can join the next?
Yes. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, has anyone got the link
Okay.
for the
No,
next
not
class?
yet. I have contacted the sir. He's saying that he's sending the link within few minutes.
Pankaj sir or MK sir?
Pankaj Saini, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Okay.